name is Wayne and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about checking the oil. Checking the oil when the car is cold, and then turn around and I'm going to show you what I do with my car, and I'm going to show you the reason why I do it. First thing we're going to do is check the oil. We're going to pop the hood, check the oil, see what it look like, and then I'm going to show you something very interesting with this car, which I had showed in a previous video, but I'm going to go ahead and show it again, and I'm going to show you the procedure what I do when I start my car. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood. Alright, we got a nice clean engine, and one of the things that I notice about different cars, this dipstick, according to the manual, is located at a different position. Some may be in the front, but I know for mine is in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And this is what it shows like. Let me see if I have a close-up. It doesn't show anything. The first time I pulled the dipstick out, I almost panicked because I'm like, oh my God, I'm driving without any oil. But this car is very particular, where you have to start the car in order to see the level. And so this is when the engine is really cold. I'm going to go ahead and push this back in. And another recommendation I want to make to you is you should always have a quart of oil in your car. For this car is Mobil 1 synthetic, 0W40 or 5W40. However, I can never find a 5W40 in it, but 0W40 is fine. And I'm going to go ahead and put that back into the engine. I'm going to go ahead and start the car, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do after I start the car. We're going to go ahead and start the engine. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to let the car warm up, and as you know, I'm going to let the car warm up. How do I know when the car is fully warmed up? Is when that tachometer goes below 1,000 revolution per minute. That means all the oil is where it needs to be. The engine is warm, and I'm going to go ahead and pull off. I don't care if this car is brand new. I don't care if the car is 20 years old. I do the same procedure with each and every car that I have. I'm going to turn off the engine, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to check the oil. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I have tissue here. We can go ahead, and I'm going to pull the oil dipstick out again. And this is what the oil lever. So this tells me that my oil is full. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it with the tissue just to double check. All right, so now I wiped the dipstick. I wiped all the oil off of it. I'm gonna put it back into the dipstick hole, and I'm gonna pull it out again just to check. I'm gonna check one more time. Let's go ahead and pull this out. All right, you see where the oil stops? So you should always have a quart of oil in your car. We're gonna go ahead. I have Mobil 1 synthetic in my trunk. We can go ahead and fill it up and make sure that line gets to where it needs to be, which is at the top, which is right there where it says full, or where the X200 is, right underneath that. And that's where you're gonna go ahead and fill the oil. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and put this dipstick back in, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull the dipstick out and check one more time. All right, so that's back in there. We're gonna go ahead and go into the trunk, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna open this up, and this is where we're gonna pour the oil, and the oil goes in there. All right, so let's go in the trunk and get that oil. All right, so we got the oil out of the trunk, Mobil 1 synthetic, and this I got from a gas station. As long as it's Mobil 1 and it's synthetic and it's the right grade for your car, 0W40, which is it. This is also good to have in the trunk of your car, especially when you're pouring oil in this. We're gonna go ahead and take this out. We're going to put this here just like that. We're going to open this up. We're going to pour. This is about a quart. So we're gonna pour it a little bit, and then we're gonna check the dipstick and see where the level comes up to. All right, we're gonna stop right there. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna put this back on top, and we're gonna take our dipstick out and see where the oil level is at. We're gonna go ahead, we have to wipe this down again and put it back in to get a clear picture where the oil is at. All right, so now that we wiped off all the oil, we're gonna go ahead and put it back into the dipstick, and then we're gonna pull it out again. All right, so we have a clear indication that now the oil is full, no more space right up to that line. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it stops right there. So we're pretty much good to go. So we can go ahead, put the dipstick back. You can wipe it off again, but you don't have to if you don't want. But that's basically how you check the oil level, both when the car's cold, which means overnight, and after you warm up the car. For this car, like I said, it's funny, you have to start it to show the oil level. It's not going to show it just like that. So just to keep that in mind, let's go ahead, we'll put this back on. Actually, I want the word to show just like that. All right, so hopefully you learned a lot. Subscribe and like, and I'll talk to you soon.